Dear lovers and friends, Love Nikki is my truth about black life through the lens of my deep love and rage for black men. Nikki, that's me, the around the way girl that's not so around the way, from the Bronx, unloads her trauma and triumphs. Evolution of black womanhood, hope for black family, and faith in God to fulfill a hefty American dream. Y'all are welcome on my journey in all of its humor, pathos, and adventure.
Let's get into the Kiki.
All right, let's get into the Kiki. We'll revisit episode 3. I think there was a couple things you might have left out. And I'm Kiki, just in case you're just coming in. I think in episode number 3, I think you forgot to mention how you got home. You had the abortion and you never told the audience how you made it home. You said
Right. So
you needed transportation.
Right. So when I don't know how it all works, but in different locations, but you get there, you wait till your name is called because you're already registered, signed up, and they really don't take you to the back until they can identify your chaperone. But I'm very persistent or insistent when I want something done, and I was able to get them to bring me to the back to complete the procedure without them identifying who my chaperone was. And this chaperone had to be 18 or older. Obviously, if you guys remember, I didn't tell my mother. My friends were aware, but none of us were 18. So I called on my cousin. We did talk about that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who was 18 at the time. And I think I told him what I needed him for, but he didn't show up. I think I was like hoping he would make it, or he must have told me he was coming. He didn't come. And I gets on the table. I have this procedure done. You wake up, you're groggy, meaning, I don't even know if that's a real word.
Did you cry on the table?
No, I didn't cry on the table. Okay. I didn't cry on nobody's table. I woke up.
Because you have to talk to a mediator. You had to talk to a mediator.
I didn't have to talk to no mediator.
Oh, they didn't?
No, they didn't mediate. I ain't have no mediator. I made a decision.
They try to kind of talk you, tell you don't have to do it. Are you sure? That didn't happen?
No, I didn't have no mediator.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they have mediators?
They have somebody to kind of say, are you, maybe because I was crying, I had a little emotion, so they might have gave me an extra little, detail.
Oh, so you just admitted to the world that you've gone through this too?
I think a lot of us have, yes. Yeah.
I mean,
what? I'm sorry? You said no? Well, we know.
So
it's like 3 of them. Oh, maybe that's why.
Oh, did you go through Planned Parenthood?
There was a mediator. I went where you went.
I mean,
but I was crying. I was emotional. So maybe it's different.
Shout out to Planned Parenthood, although they were not helpful back then. I'm just saying they weren't. They were either like backed up, didn't have available appointments. It was like a hot mess. Oh, I might have.
You did.
Oh, my bad. Well, it was a hot mess. I was probably mad at you.
Probably.
Because you had already known what I've been through.
Right.
And then you repeated my mistake.
Right.
Which is why we're here today.
Right.
Right? So you guys don't do this, right? Or prevent this from happening. So anyway, you wake up, you're kind of like out of it, right? And that's probably why they don't want to release you. And you could potentially have complications, right? So you kind of sit around for a while and then they're looking for your chaperone so they can let you go. I don't have no chaperone. So I have to think fast. And the only adult that I feel like I can trust that's not going to judge me, but is going to make sure I'm in good hands and probably not tell my mother if I asked her was Miss Penny, which was my best friend's mother at the time.
Rest in peace.
Shout out to Miss Penny.
Shout out to Miss Penny.
So she did come and get me. She asked me where I wanted to go. I was scheduled to work at the Kmart that night or that evening. And she dropped me off right there in Pelham Manor at the Kmart. And I clocked in and I went to work.
With the big pad on.
Okay, with the big pad on.
I guess nothing ever happened.
Like it didn't happen. I just had to like move on. I really didn't want to get pulled into what I just did. I didn't want that. I didn't want to be struggling and wake up crying. I just wanted to go to college. That's all I wanted.
So you never pulled into it, right? Just when it was just you and God, ever? That night, maybe after you got off the Kmart?
You mean, did I ever wrestle with the decision?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm just saying. No, I'm sorry.
Shout out to the superhumans.
The superhumans?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Let me give more context.
That's beyond resilience.
It's not, it wasn't about, I don't think it was about resilience more than it was about, it was more so about, I had a plan for my life and that was not a part of the plan. I also, and a part of this plan was meeting a guy that I loved and he loved me back, and that we would get married and have kids together. And that I wanted that kid to be my first kid, his first kid, and we would build this family at the same time together. So having a kid was outside of this plan that I worked out my whole life. And I was not going to disrupt that because I made a mistake. And I was okay with that.
That's fine, but you did speak up, because now that we're here and we're actually talking about it, you spoke up because you did feel away because you wrote the letter. You get it?
I felt a way about that nigga not being there.
Right. So there was a tie.
A tie?
Yeah. There was an emotion. There was.
Oh,
because
you mean an emotional tie?
Yes.
I'm like, a tie, like
there
a
was
tie
an emotional
breaker?
tie because you was able to write the letter. You understand what I'm saying, Sean? You wrote the letter. So although you're saying that,
okay, she wants me to have an emotion. I'm emotional.
you did. You were.
Okay.
Because you wrote the letter to tell me. But anyway,
Y'all.
she's hot. She's having like premenopause. I'm not hot. I have a coat on. She's hot. She may get a little oily. We almost wore the same thing today. I can't leave that part out. And she has on her Carrie Bradshaw shoes.
Oh, I have on my
Tell them about the fit. Those shoes stood out to me before we started taping because those are the shoes that she was supposed to get married in. So when she walked in with them, I was struck by lightning because I'm like, wait, those are the married girl shoes.
These
Did
are
we
the
give up? She gave up.
these are the
Have you ever wore them?
Yeah, I have. These are the
just pull
blue.
your feet out?
Yes, they can't
On
see
live
my
TV?
feet.
Woo.
No, these are the Carrie Bradshaw blue Hangisi Manolo Blahniks that she marries big in, and I decided that I too wanted to get married in these shoes, and I bought them probably almost 20 years ago. Shout out to Lawrence. This was my first designer shoe. And I held on to them for a long time without wearing them in hopes that the first time I'd wear them I'd be coming down the aisle, and
You have them on.
that ain't never happened. So actually, one of the Tonys told me I should go ahead and wear my shoe,
Oh, shit.
which I felt was fucked up because I was like, yo, nigga, you don't think I'm gonna get married? And he was like, I mean, you should just wear your shoe. And I was like, see,
I can't wait to find out what Tony that was.
that might be in another season. So
That's
you gotta
hilarious.
Stay tuned.
Damn. You might as well go ahead and get them things up out the closet, girl. It ain't happening.
Don't worry, there's some Jimmy shoes that I'm gonna wear down the aisle that I haven't copped yet. So
All right, so that's it. We want to get into
Tony number 4.
4.
So last episode we talked about who Tony number 4 was gonna be, and we talked about how that Tony was the first person that I actually enjoyed.
sex.
Yes,
She had an orgasm.
Oh God. I'm so tickled. Not really by that. But okay, yes. And so yeah, the relationship between us is very climactic. And you know, that's what I was gonna talk about this episode. So I thought. There was actually somebody before that, Tony, that I think is profound. And we're going to talk about him. And so the name of this episode is Big Pimpin'.
Instead of beautiful, because
Instead
you
of
mentioned.
beautiful, right? It's not beautiful. That's Tony number 5. This episode is called Big Pimpin'.
Can you tell us why Big Pimpin'?
Cause Tony number 4 reminded me of Jay-Z and that whole.
He didn't look like him, did he?
He did not look like, no, stop. He didn't look like Jay-Z, but he had like a very Jay-Z swag. Like
A big ego.
he had a big ego, but no, there was a humility to him. It was something humble about him, but he knew he was the shit. He knew he looked good. Maybe, I don't know how Jay-Z feels about himself, but he just had that like.
She's actually talking about his penis and and ego. I didn't know that. I just learned that.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
That song wasn't even out when this.
No, it wasn't.
No, so no, I'm talking about his literal confidence in himself. He reminded me of Jay-Z.
What was his?
I think he's a Cancer. If he's not a Cancer, I think his birthday's in late June, so he got to be a Cancer. But if it's the 22nd, does that mean he's a Gemini?
I gotta look that up.
Yeah, he might.
That's
be
important.
A Gemini.
He might be a Gemini because he doesn't give me Cancer. Just because he's
still. No, you never met.
Oh, right.
Tony,
you're gonna have to blurt that out, Sean. It's very important.
My bad.
So why did Tony number 4 make the list of Tonys?
He made the list of Tonys because he just had like a hold on me. I was in and out with him for 20 years. And I think that our relationship was very different from everyone else. And his exit should have probably put me in jail. To be honest. So.
All right. So you want to hit us with the letter?
Tony. There is nothing I can say here or now that you don't already know. If I had a type, he would be you. Talk like you, walk like you, smart like you, street like you, body built, slim, sexy like you, styled just like you, smell just like baby powder. And I heard you like them pretty and fly, so when you called me, I felt chosen. And I decided when I grow up, finish college, and land the 6-figure corporate job, I would take you out the game. I like you bad, but not for real. And then we could have that teenage Puerto Rican love that we always talked about. Now, you warned me that you ain't shit. I suppose the shit started early in our first year together, when you gave me an undesirable gift and left your name off the tag. But I know it was you. You know it was you. The whole time, I just wanted to love you, be in love with you, the way I know you wanted it and the way I know we both deserved. But I knew it wasn't safe. And that part, I never doubted. It took me 20 years to believe you. You really ain't shit. Love, Nikki. Yes, so let me talk about how I met Tony, because that's where we finna start, right?
Yeah, who is he?
Okay, so I was in high school. I was about 17 years old. I had my little jobs, right? And I worked during the school year. My best friend at the time worked at the men's warehouse, and so did he. She would talk about this fly nigga who would always be there, well, that she worked with, like her colleague, and how he's this, how he's that. So she already kind of like warmed him up before I even met him. And I think I decided in my head that already I probably don't live up to the type of girl that he would go for because he was so fly. And it's not that I wasn't, but I wasn't one of those parasuco wearing bitches. So, and that's what I felt like he was probably
like
looking.
Pepe jeans.
Pepe, a Nietzsche, like, you know what I'm saying? With the, right. I ain't have all of that. I was cute, but that just wasn't my style.
It's not your forte. It's still not.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's not that wasn't my style.
You don't follow trends.
So she introduced us, or she hooked us up. And like I said, I think I must have came to the store to see if he was cute, like if I liked him. And he was cute. He was cute.
What did he look like?
He looked like a cute Jay-Z. Do y'all see her face? Nah, he did.
I saw him before. But I don't remember.
Nah, he just had
Did you
that.
refer to that Puerto Rican type love?
Okay, no, and he wasn't Puerto Rican.
Maybe,
nah,
yeah.
he was regular black or
like
black
a suave
American
type looking dude, but he's nothing close to suave if he looked anything like a cuter Jay-Z.
suave.
Yeah, because you said Puerto Rican type love, but you just meant
No,
that
he wasn't
deep.
he wasn't a Rico Suave nigga. He was a regular, nice looking, very handsome black dude. Like, he didn't have any like really strong features except maybe his lips. He had a good height, perfect body. He was a swimmer. So and he was smart, like as a whip, just sharp. So he could put on a suit or he could put on some street shit and still look good. That was him. Period.
What time is this?
I'm 17. I'm in high school.
Okay, senior year.
Right. That's where I meet him. So that was pretty much it.
So what happens when you get to the men's warehouse? And you see
he looked good, but
I exchange numbers.
we might have exchanged numbers, and then he winds up calling me. Like, he winds up calling me at some point. I think I was at Ashante's house, maybe not, or maybe I called him at the store or something, because we would communicate when he was at like on the clock a lot, and that's really what it was. I mean, our relationship kind of.
How did it blossom? Like,
started talking on the phone, setting up times to go see him, probably like after work, like whenever he would get off, we would coordinate his work schedule with my work schedule, my school schedule. He would call me, and I would meet him at his grandmother's house, or sometimes he'd call and hang out with another colleague, and Nicole would be there, and we'd be like
going in the neighborhood.
He lives in the Bronx.
So he was in the neighborhood.
Probably go on like a joyride. Joyride meaning like we just get in a car and not really have a destination, but just be hanging out. So that was kind of what our relationship looked like. It's probably worth mentioning. He's about 5 years older than me. So I'm 17. He's probably 21 or 22. 22, which that wasn't unusual back then.
It's not, but it's still statutory rape. I'm just saying, when girls date guys, when the guys date girls that are 17, man, imagine my son picked up a 17-year-old in high school and he's in college and he's 20-something years old. I'm just saying, it's not okay. It's not normal. Again, it's not normal. Thank you. But of course, right, it's not normal. It's not. 22-year-old men should not be at high school picking up girls with Hello Kitty fucking book bags.
Oh
anyway, why did you like him?
I liked
the rapist.
Oh.
Why did you like him?
I liked him because he was smart. I liked him because he looked good. I liked him because he was a little, like, kind of like a...
Because he was older, remind you of daddy?
No, that is not... Yo, sidebar, I hate when people accuse... I don't like that, just that insert of daddy issues. And you know what? The whole fucking podcast might be daddy issues, but we don't have to drive this ship being daddy issues. Let's just talk about the relationship. Okay. Everything I say don't have to be like, that's daddy issues. You done fucked your father. You know, you went out on a date with your daddy.
Why did you like him?
I just said why I liked him.
I didn't. You lost me with all the other bullshit. Why did you like Tony number 4?
He just had a swag about him. He was... I could envision him in the classroom. I can envision him doing something on the street.
So y'all never really became exclusive, but y'all start having sex.
I was
meeting him at his grandmother's house. I'm just trying to get to the T, Kadara.
Okay.
Nikki, how did y'all start kicking it? Like, how'd you really start feeling him? He made
okay, when you're in high school, now I can't speak for a 22-year-old, but generally when you're 17, your resources are limited, and even if they're not, there's only but so much your parent is going to allow you to do. So you might be able to go to the movies, you might be able to go to Bay Plaza, you might be able to run downtown on 42nd Street and go to the H&M or whatever, which maybe it was on 34th Street at the time. Do that. But was there like a dating? I can't think of anybody that I was dating. Except,
so y'all was kicking and he never became your boyfriend exclusive,
he never
like Tony
became,
number 3 or Tony?
No, none of these niggas was my boyfriend for real, to be honest with you. I mean, sorry. I'm thinking of my adult life.
Fuck?
Okay, I'm thinking of my adult life. So I'm sorry. So yeah, there was, Tony number 2, Tony number 3. Okay, fine. This Tony was not a boyfriend in a traditional sense at all. This was somebody who was obviously older. He already had a shorty when I met him. He already had a daughter.
That's important. There's a little, thank you. There's a little T. He had a girlfriend.
Yes, he had a girlfriend.
And a kid.
And a daughter.
Oh. Okay, so there it is.
Yeah, he had somebody in place, which I already knew about, but I think that my friend was okay with linking us up because
What friend was this?
Nicole. So
Yeah.
no, I think because she probably found him attractive, right? And she probably thought that I was his type. And in her defense, I would say this guy was probably, because they were friends, he was known for probably dating other people. So I'm referring to his daughter's mother as his girlfriend, but there was more than me, more than her. It was just women. Now, did I know all of them? No. And he didn't promise me that. He didn't make me promises that we were gonna be together and be exclusive and we was gonna ride off into the sunset. That was not it. It was like, again, you cute, I'm cute. We
Of course
like
you
each
are. You're 17. You're so cute.
we like each other. Whatever. We like each other. And yeah, we started kicking it. I would go to his house.
You had the young, tender boobs still. You want to talk about...
My boobs are still tender.
Okay, you had the perky boobs. His girlfriend had mom titties. Got it. I got it. In the letter, you talk about... I'm sorry?
Go ahead. This episode is just wild.
No, it's not.
It's like a zoo.
It's not a zoo at all.
Okay.
It's not, because you left out, you just gave us more. So I'm happy I sucked it out of you.
Okay.
Because that's big information that he had a girlfriend and a kid.
Okay.
So anyway, in the letter, there was a part where you talk about a gift he gave you. I'm confused.
You confused about the gift?
You said...
No, I did say that. He gave me a gift, an undesirable gift, and left the tag off of it.
You want to tell me about the gift?
That nigga burned me. And when I addressed him about it, it is what it is. That's what he did. When I addressed him about it, he told me he didn't have any symptoms. But he did agree to go get tested. And he did call me back the next day. And he said to me that he didn't have nothing. The doctor said he didn't have anything. And that was it. And I was like, but I'm not sleeping with anybody else. And he was like, no, I know you're not. I know you're not. Like, he assured me that he knew that I wasn't out in these streets. Like, don't, no, you're good. Like, but it ain't me. But it ain't me. That's pretty much, yeah, that's exactly how that happened. I mean, many years, I don't even know if it was many years later, but I probably went to that good old nurse that gave me, that helped me with the abortion. Because she's the one that told me, about the situation. Or diagnosed me, rather. When I told her what he said, she said even if he didn't have it, he should have gotten the same medication that I got, no matter what, because I'm telling you that I got something. Essentially, she's saying that he knows, but he's lying. And I think that it took me some time to realize the manipulation and gaslighting of it all. But I didn't know it was gaslighting at the time.
Because we didn't know that term then.
So... that was the gift.
And when he told you, like, I'm not shit, did he actually tell you I wasn't, like, I'm not shit? Like,
so
listen.
let's go back to the ain't shit part. So in that first conversation, that first phone call that we ever had, we getting acquainted, we asking each other questions. He knows I'm in high school. He knows my age. And basically he was admitting that he has a lady or a daughter or whatever. And he was like, look, I know you college bound. I just want to let you know I ain't shit. And whatever else he said. But he said that out his own mouth. That wasn't my evaluation of him. That was his own evaluation of himself.
And take you out the game, you meant like take him out the player game?
Yeah.
What kind of game were you referring to?
So he did have like a legitimate job, but he also,
like a hustler?
He was also a hustler.
Oh. I've never been with a hustler.
And I felt like I was the good girl. I was going to go to college. I was going to make a lot of money. Like a lot, and we was gonna have that teenage Puerto Rican love. I was gonna get a good job, and not to say he wouldn't have to work, but money wasn't gonna be a thing. I was gonna change his whole life so I could have the nigga. Yo, if you can see my producer's face right now, is like,
yeah.
What kind of stupid
push forward.
shit?
After this happened. You said 20 years, so you continue to talk to Burning Tony.
Yeah, but let me say something. Let me say something about that. there was not one. I did not get rid of Tony. I felt like at least he allowed me to say that to him without him. I don't know what he was going to accuse me of because I knew who gave it to me. It was nobody else. Every single time, there was no more unprotected sex with him ever again.
That must have been terrible.
To have unprotected sex?
After unprotected sex, terrible.
You know what? Let me say this. I mean, so many women be talking about, oh my God, it feels so much better without the condom. You don't know the difference? Nigga, me, I don't know about Charles Coochies. I don't know the difference. Put on a I mean, I know, but like the condom, no condom, as long as your shit is right, I'ma feel it. So it's okay for you to put on a condom over here. I'm not gonna be like, oh man, I wish we were closer because I need you to take that off. No, keep that shit on.
Keep on your rubber. Okay.
Keep that shit on. I don't have no allergies, no nothing. No, I don't. No.
All right, so you kept dating him.
Yeah, I kept seeing him. I never held that against him. I knew he was sleeping with other people. The way to prevent that and to, not have that happen again. So at that time,
that never, when you were 17, that never clicked?
What clicked? It clicked that he had a disease.
No, I never liked men, like, knowingly knowing that men are sleeping with other people, and I still desired, like, to. But that's normal too, Kadara.
No, that's fine.
Nikki, my bad. Yeah.
No, I think that's fine. And I get what you're saying. That makes sense. This was a deviation from my norm.
Okay.
So if you think about Tony number 2, Tony number 3, I'm the girlfriend.
And he's your first older guy.
He's the first older guy. And in my mind, even though he wasn't like this superstar, in my mind, he was like the hustler. Like,
like the
that
books,
nigga,
like the novels. Like,
like he was
people
he
that
was
used to write all them, like true to the game type shit.
Yeah, like, in the coldest winter ever, he was the big dog. Like, in my mind.
Those
I didn't
books
have any.
Fucked you up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, them books fucked you up.
But that's what I thought. Like, I'm dating like the gangster, the smart gangster.
Yeah.
He was like midnight.
Yeah.
That's
the coldest winter ever.
That was like my midnight. You know what I'm saying? He's smart. He in the streets. He moving, a little illegitimate, but he got his shit on lock. Mind you, don't come to me asking him about his shit because I ain't never asked him no questions about his shit. That was where I drew the line. Because I'm not getting hemmed up for whatever the fuck you doing. And I don't want to be ever put in that position where, because I'm from the Bronx. Like,
I'm really from the Bronx. I've always been scared to do
I'm not no snitching type. So I don't want to know shit. And I want that to be the truth.
Yeah, I was always scared because I was not dying. You was not fitting to kill my grandma. I wasn't dying for you.
I was like that too.
No, you wasn't.
But that's why I didn't know nothing. And I felt like he was smart. Like, I was protected. Scared. Nobody knew about me. And that's probably why it was okay for me not to be his girlfriend. It's okay. It's fine because I'm not trying to be with you for real.
Right. So, moving along, you have to go to college because you're in your senior year. So, you go to college.
Right.
What happens?
I go to college.
This is 20 years.
Right. So I go to college. We not in communication while in college. And we might have talked once or twice, maybe in the summertime during college. But, I really don't know what was going on in his life. And I know at some point he moved to like Texas or something. So he said he was still with, no, he wasn't with his daughter's mother. I don't really know who he was with, but he was out there. He was doing good. And I wasn't moving to Texas because I wasn't moving to Texas. So eventually he came back and got in touch with me. And we didn't start talking again, really. But he did make me promises like he was going to see me. And then he didn't show up. And then I kind of moved on. And I met Tony number 1.
Happy.
I met Tony number 1. And because I was so in love with Tony number 1, by the time Tony number 4 showed up, professing his love for me, talking about he gonna leave his baby mother, he gonna sell his car, some shit like that. He was gonna sell a car, get a new car, or pay off the car. That was it. He was gonna pay off the car, move into my apartment, and we was gonna be together. And he was like, he always loved me. He loved me.
Oh, this is when you moved out from me and mommy?
Right. I was no longer living at home. He was gonna move in. I'm living on Laconia at this point.
Yeah, he wasn't coming with me.
And he was like, we gonna be together finally. And a part of me felt like
he was your friend?
No. A part of me felt like finally we about to be together. But I knew he wasn't the one.
How did you know that?
Because the one was Tony number one.
Because you was talking to him.
I was still in love with Tony number one. Had already moved back to Mississippi, but you could not infiltrate that. There was nobody who could come into the picture and convince me at that time that they was the one. Nah, I'm with Tony number one. We not together, but we together.
So let me ask you, since he was like a hustler and he was your midnight and all that, like when I think about dating a hustler, I'm like, I'm fly as fuck. You know, I'm out here. Did Tony number 4, did he help sponsor you?
No, he ain't never got me shit.
Wow. It gets deeper. Okay.
And unfortunately, I didn't know how to ask for shit either. And I'm not even sure I would have got shit had I asked, but no.
That's that independent women daddy shit. Right.
But you're right. And you know who
wow.
he used to, because he used to,
Oh, wow, right. Oh, my God.
I feel like he used to brag. I did have this idea that his baby mother got all the stuff. Like, she got the stuff. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if she got the stuff. Maybe
he didn't
so.
take care of his little mamas?
No, but no. I don't know. I don't know. But I never got shit.
So moving on, did he ever come? Because you're talking over 20 years. So now let's push forward. I'm just going to say you was in love with Tony number 1. So all your energy went over there. What's, I guess, year after post year 10? What's that looking like? You kept dipping and dabbing because you didn't really want to be with him. You knew he wasn't the one.
Right.
So he just was.
It started like a sneaky link type thing, I guess you could say. It's not really that serious. I go see him. Mind you, I'm sneaking out the house to go see him.
No, because you in Laconia.
I know, but I'm describing when I met him, it was like I got to sneak, literally
right. Well,
sneak
you was 17.
and go see him.
But now this is post-college,
now,
you got
after
grown.
college, I have my own apartment and all of that. But I'm realizing he's not available the way I need him to be. But we still in communication, so we become friends.
And now you got your own bills, and,
right,
and he never sponsored that either.
No, he never sponsors anything. And mind you, I'm losing jobs, but he's there. He's there to have a conversation with me, advise me, boost my ego, just make sure I don't feel like shit, like I ain't shit. Those things, very, very good at. But he never even, I just
really
feel like,
you.
No, he never really helped. Like, never really asked if I was hungry.
He never fed you?
No, never even bought me Chinese food. What are you thinking?
My head hurts.
My head hurts too. Just take a sip.
I don't have a sip left. So push forward, year 15. Is he still in the game? What's he looking like? Is he still with baby mama? What's going on?
He was with the daughter of his mother for many, many, many years. And I would see him off and on. At this point, I had control. There was a long time where he had the control over when I could see him and when I had access. But at this point, I have the control because it's my apartment. I can say, I don't want to be in love with you, so I don't want you to stay over. I'll see you, but you can't stay. Or if he's calling me, I can dictate the when, right? Because if I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it. But if I want to, I can call him up and he's going to make sure he's available because most times I don't want to be bothered because I knew there was no future. Because I always thought him and his baby mother was going to be together. That's absolutely what I thought. And I never wanted to...
So there was never no rage? Never...
No, I felt there was a respect, maybe because he was always older than me. I also thought he was very intuitive. I don't know how far I could have got with my rage. I also had the feeling that his baby mother was probably just as crazy as me. And I didn't want to get wrapped up in that because I never had a plan to break them up or wreck that home. Sidebar, like my mother's very anti homewrecker. So
Yeah.
that's just not, I'm not trying to be with some dude and break up his family or even think that I
Had
could take
any-
him. Like
Right.
I'm not, so it was always kind of like understood, but
Shout out to that respect.
right, but you know, I will say that there was conversation like it's not working out, it's not working out. I did I mean he would say that things aren't working. Obviously something wasn't working. But even with all of that, I still never brought, you know, I never accepted that, you know, we gonna be
So
together.
20 years, I guess you're 30 something
It took me a long time
to
to
finally end the in and out. How did that
Right.
go? How did that happen? How did it just final? Goodbye.
we'll talk about how we ended things for real in another season.
Wow. That sucks.
But let me say something. There was never, so let me just go back to the rage part. There was always transparency in our relationship. So I never had to act out in rage because he was never lying about anything. So I thought, and until this day, like, what was he lying about? I knew he had the girlfriend. I knew he had the kid. I knew he was in the streets. At some point, shit, I knew he was pimping. I mean, I think that's how what he made it seem. What he was actually doing in his real life, I just really
Pimpin',
don't know.
When you say pimping, what you mean by pimping? Like on some Diddy shit? Or like,
No.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I don't
not like had a lot of women like pimping. Okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
no, like making money off of women. And how that was happening, what the details of that
don't know.
is, I really don't
No,
know.
we don't.
But this is what he conveyed to me. And so, yes, he was making sketchy life decisions. So that's not something I necessarily wanted to align myself with. I was aware of that. And so I think that for a long time, it was okay with you being over there. But I also had the safety of his desire in me.
The safety of his desire
There
for
wa-
you?
For me, sorry.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
for
fine.
me.
I understand it now.
Yeah, like there was never a time where I thought that he did not desire me.
Mm-hmm. So you just want to close with that? Because we have to stay tuned, I guess.
Yeah, I think, you know, I'll let you know, Tony does, you know, something wild eventually. And I just think that it doesn't happen right away. So just like I had to wait to see where time would take us, so do you.
So the gems. Let's get to the gems.
Yeah, have protected sex, like, or even better, just don't fuck these niggas. Just, I mean, at 17, why do you need to be doing that? We already kind of advised our younger audience around that. Like, relationships can be special beyond that, and I wish I really leaned into that when I was a teenager.
I'll read gem number 2. A nigga tell you he ain't shit, you should run. When they show you who they are, believe them, or you'll have to learn the hard way.
He told me he wasn't shit, and that's exactly like that set the precedent for our relationship. It never turned out to be shit, right? So that's that. You know, you should never believe a nigga's gonna leave they lady. And it's very unlikely that they gonna upgrade you to the side bitch to the main bitch. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. It happens. I know people it has happened for. Maybe not necessarily in my close network, but definitely in other generations. It happened. My daddy did it.
It's highly unlikely they will
He
upgrade your
made the
side bitch status.
his wife. I mean,
Yeah, he did until she died. It can happen. Gem number 4, your 17-year-old needs are not the same as your 25-year-old
that's
needs.
definitely something that I want to emphasize. What you need and what you want at 17, you come to realize even at 25, like, do I really like you? Because you need different things. Like, maybe at 17, I would have asked for the sneakers, right? But at 25, when I was losing jobs and getting laid off, I need you to buy me some Chinese food. I need some groceries. Why are you looking at me like that?
It's just crazy.
I
Because
mean,
Midnight took care of what's her face, so it's just crazy.
I don't know. I think it was Santiago taking care of Winter, and Midnight was just there, probably transacting.
Did you during this time? I'm assuming that you was already talking to your therapist because y'all been in relations for a period of time. there anything that Bridget knows about Tony number 4?
Because the relationship with this particular Tony predates my therapy, I had no tools to use through the duration of this relationship. And I really could only rely on the experience that I had, like just learning from what happened with my friends, any older people that I was in communication with. And really, I mean, this story is just like a kiki, like the whole thing about it, like to kind of relate to, laugh about, and for young women to really, young women coming of age to learn from, because, you know, these things are really embarrassing to talk about, but I think you should know that it happened to me. It happened to me too.
Yeah.
Or it happened to me first. And
one more gem, if you ever do, you know, decide to go that route, make sure he sponsors you, buys you Chinese food, a slice, something.
What that mean? That means that's a tacky nigga. But he did say he ain't shit. That's what I should have listened. That's sad.
Okay.
Wait, she's saying the producer saying that I low key dated all of these niggas at the same time.
Who? Oh, there's
Is there overlap?
20 years for this one, right? 2 episodes ago, she was dating the little high school boy for like a while.
Oh yeah, because you right. Yes, it was in and out. I might have been messing with one, I ain't messing with him no more. Then this one come around because these niggas is inconsistent. Hence why we have Love Nikki.
That's a
Don't
fact.
be wondering why I'm crazy. They was here one day, gone the next. These niggas is still here today, gone the next. They in and out. What you want me to do?
There was an overlap.
There wasn't no overlap in terms of like anything real. Yeah.
Right.
I was never confused who baby this is, who gave me this fucking disease.
So you went to the clinic every time, like in between?
Hell yeah.
Cleaned up, and then next, and then you slept with that one, and you cleaned up, and then...
But it didn't look like days. It wasn't like this day. Now I was no hoe.
No, I know that.
Yeah, but it would be months in between and stuff. Sometimes it'll be a year or 2 or 3 years, 5 years. I might not see one. I might have saw, the other. And then this one pop back in 5 years later, 3 years. It just depends. This is what these niggas do.
That's a good question.
Okay. No. Our editor just asked, was Tony
number 4 the most consistent?
Most consistent. You know what? Yes, maybe in regards to keeping in touch. He always kept in touch over the 20 years. The sleeping together part was not necessarily consistent, but like there was a friendship. I would definitely say I felt secure in our friendship, and I really thought we would be friends forever, because he, in terms of his advice as an adult, like one adult to the next, or
his
just
mentorship,
or as a older man to a younger woman, he would show up in that level of, you should, like, this how
as
you need to move with these niggas.
Right.
Yeah, he could talk like, oh, you need to put that nigga on ice.
He's a Gemini.
You need to,
he has to be a Gemini.
Move with this nigga that way. Do this with it. Well, you shouldn't have did that. Okay, no, I understand why you did that. That nigga, no. I would really listen to him. I admired that I could listen.
Talk to him.
Yeah. Very smart guy.
He was dropping gems that you never got.
So
you want to give us like a sneak peek and tell us, I guess, that wraps up Tony number 4?
Yeah, that wraps up Tony number 4. So I'll tell you a little bit about Tony number 5. I met Tony number 5 in college. He's that climactic experience that we talked about in episode number 3. Yeah, he just I think that's when my rage started to not quite look like rage, but like
it was activated.
Yeah, like that's when my detective work started like really getting a little bit maybe out of hand, like,
and the resources, technology is growing, so
yeah, so
right.
That's pretty much it.
So what about I guess there's a soundtrack or something
so make sure you check out the soundtrack for episode number 4. It's called Big Pimpin'. We're still working on things technically, so I'll let you know where to get the soundtrack, and you can click on all the little buttons and whatever the drop down is, and we'll tell you where to find that. But yeah, check out Big Pimpin' if you want to relate to the experience of Tony number 4.
Yeah, I like that. So now.
All right, that's it, y'all.
Thank you for listening. This is Love Nikki, the podcast. Make sure you stick around for the next episode. Keep us company. We love our audience over here.